What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And first, I want to say happy birthday to my mom. Mom, I hope you're watching. Hope you didn't miss this video because I want to say happy birthday to you. I love you. You've been there for me all my life, and I probably wouldn't be where I am today without you. So thank you very much. And honestly, same to all mothers out there. You guys are amazing. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click subscribe down below. We're trying to reach our goal of 250,000 subscribers. It's just been absolutely amazing for both my wife and I to actually be able to say that. And we just passed over 30 million views. It's just, you guys are amazing. And don't forget to like this video down below. It really helps out our channel. Also, I want to say that I'm going to be giving you another clue to what is in this box. There's only this clue and one more clue on our 3 p.m. video today, and we are going to announce what is in that box and who is going to receive $100 for guessing what is in that box correctly. I will give you another clue with my wife at the end of this video. Okay, first of all, I want to say to you guys, because I've had a lot of comments from you guys say that I speak for the people, because, I hate both sides of Congress generally the same. Republican, Democrat, I consider myself a realist and independent, and I feel like that both Democrats and Republicans have been to blame for a lot of things, especially regarding not getting more stimulus out to the people. And I've seen a lot of comments that say, that we're not going to vote, especially if we don't get a stimulus check before the election. We're not going to vote. The president said that he wants to get a stimulus check out after the election, and then he changed it that he's trying to get it out now. We'll go over that in a minute. But I just want to say I've seen a lot of comments from people that say that they're not going to vote because they haven't got the check or whatever reason, okay? Let me tell you that there is already almost 6 million votes that have already been done for the presidential election. The vast majority of states already have mail-in voting already going, and a lot of states already have early in-person voting already going. So you could go right now, depending on your state, and actually vote in person right now. And a lot of people have already done it, 6 million people, and vote by mail, okay? So you not voting, it's not like there's going to be 0 votes, okay? There's already 6 million votes that have happened. So if you want President Trump to be reelected, vote for President Trump. If you don't want him to be reelected, vote for Joe Biden. All the Democrats in the House are up for reelection. So Nancy Pelosi is up for reelection. So if you want Nancy Pelosi to be reelected, then vote for her. Mitch McConnell's up for reelection in the Senate with the Republicans. If you think that he's done a good job, then vote for him. If you don't think that either of them have done a good job, then vote for their opposing candidate, okay? Not voting isn't going to help because there's already votes that have been cast. It's not like there's going to be 0 votes at all. So if you want your vote to be heard, you have to go out and vote for who you want. If you like Nancy Pelosi, go vote for her. If you don't like her, Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell have both been in Congress for over 30 years each, okay? If you want change, then go vote for the opposing party. If you want to keep Trump in, go vote for him. If you don't, then go vote for Biden. But not voting isn't going to help because votes have already been cast. So somebody's going to be elected a winner for every single seat, every single candidate, the president, and everything. So go out and vote if you want your voice to be heard. And also, just to catch everybody up to speed, President Donald Trump, almost like 2 days ago now, said that he wanted the Republicans to stop negotiating with Nancy Pelosi because she wasn't negotiating in good faith, okay? Since then, he's kind of pretty much backtracked, and he's now asked for Congress to pass a stimulus bill for the airlines and for small businesses, and also to pass a standalone bill for stimulus checks, and he's ready to sign them now. So the president, basically, it looked like a negotiating tactic that he said, stop negotiating with Nancy because she's not negotiating fairly. And since then, he said, okay, well, let's pass stimulus for airlines so that tens of thousands of people don't lose their jobs, even though they've already lost them. The airlines said they will bring them back if they do get stimulus passed quickly, money for small businesses, and standalone stimulus checks for you guys. So here is what is going on right now with those negotiation talks. And yes, Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin have already restarted negotiation talks over stimulus packages, standalone stimulus packages, stimulus for the airlines to prevent their workers from losing their jobs, and stimulus checks. Regarding the airlines, they're currently talking about a $25 billion in stimulus for the airlines that would basically have to be used on their employees to prevent them from being laid off, even though they've already been laid off. Drew Hamill, who is the deputy chief of staff to the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, says that Speaker Pelosi and Secretary Mnuchin spoke by phone at 9:30 a.m. The secretary inquired about a standalone airlines bill. The Speaker, Nancy Pelosi, reminded him that Republicans blocked that bill on Friday and asked him to review the DeFazio bill so that they could have an informed conversation. Now, the Republicans blocked that bill on, we're not entirely sure, but we've heard some rumors that it was because they want to have that in the large stimulus package, which includes everything, including stimulus checks of $1,200, checks for dependents of $500, and unemployment money of at least $400 per week until January, and money for small businesses through the PPP program, and money for mortgage and rental assistance, which would likely mean an additional stimulus check to you to help you pay your mortgage and rent. People close to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said that he was disappointed by the sudden collapse of the negotiations on Tuesday because of what the president said, but that he remained ready to re-engage if given the go-ahead by the president, which he was. Mark Meadows, the White House chief of staff, said that he and Mr. Trump spoke to Mr. Mnuchin on Wednesday morning after the possibility of passing individual bills that could be passed. Mark Meadows says, the secretary and I have been talking about what we could do with standalone bills to help airlines, small businesses, and the American people with stimulus checks. So hopefully we can convince Speaker Pelosi to do something on a standalone basis. With President Donald Trump's call to pass a standalone bill for stimulus checks of $1,200 and checks for dependents, the question is, will we see a bill coming out here within the next few days that is just for stimulus checks? Now, I think that's a very exciting idea because if either the Republicans or the Democrats come out with a bill that's just stimulus checks, I don't think the other side could say no to that because they've both said dozens of times that they've won it, but it's always been bundled in with the large stimulus package. So now that President Trump has basically announced this idea of a standalone bill just for stimulus checks, that's a very bright spot for the American people because if they announce the bill, either the Republicans or the Democrats, it's almost like the other side would be forced to vote for it because let's just say the Republicans announced the bill. How could the Democrats say no to a bill that's just stimulus checks? And vice versa. If the Democrats announce a bill that's just stimulus checks, how could the Republicans say no? I mean, any Republican that says no to that bill might as well just, walk out of office right now because I don't think they're going to have any chance at being reelected. So I think the possibility with the new enlightenment by the president that we should pass a bill just for stimulus checks, like we've said all along. How many comments have we had saying just pass a bill just for the stimulus checks? Just pass the stimulus checks. Now that it's actually been said by the president, it's a very interesting thought to see if they will actually pass a bill just for the stimulus checks. Now, that's not as good as the whole stimulus package. The whole stimulus package is pretty much everything that we want because it has unemployment money in there. It has stimulus checks in there. It has money for small businesses and small business owners and small business employees. It has money for mortgage and rental assistance. It has money for everything, schools. I mean, there's everything in there that will help out a lot more people than just the stimulus checks. But honestly, if we could just get a bill just for the stimulus checks, let's take it, put the money in your bank account, pay your bills now, use it for whatever you need to, food, rent, whatever. At least you get that now. You got a second check. Then we can work on another stimulus package, because if this virus keeps going and we're now seeing rising cases in over 20 different states, then that's only a good thing to just get that done now. Speaking of that, there's now 34 different people connected to President Trump and the White House that have now caught the virus inside the White House and from that meeting in the Rose Garden. 34 different people have all caught that virus from just one meeting. President Trump's doctors say that the president already has antibodies in his system, but that might not necessarily mean he's cured with long-term immunity. It could just be his medication, but at least they say he has antibodies in his system. The president says that he's feeling great and that he is currently symptomless. President Trump reports feeling great and experiencing no symptoms less than 6 days after being diagnosed with the virus, according to a memo from the White House physician issued on Wednesday. The president says this morning, he says, "I feel great," and his physical exam and vital signs, including oxygen saturation and respiratory rate, all remain stable and in normal range. President Trump is already back working at the White House in the Oval Office, despite concerns from the CDC that he needs to self-isolate and quarantine himself for a minimum of 10 days after all symptoms have been gone. Including rising cases across the United States, top military officials and joint chiefs of staffs have been having to be quarantined across the United States, including Marine generals, and some are saying it poses a security risk to the United States with so many top generals and top brass having to be quarantined at the same time. All right, I'm here with my beautiful wife, Laurel, and we're here to tell you what's in, well, actually, we're here to tell you a clue of what's in this mystery box. We have one more clue coming out later today on our 3 p.m. video, and we will be announcing what is inside this box on our 8 p.m. video tonight. If you can guess what's in this box, then you will be entered into the pool of people who have guessed correctly, and from there we will pick 2 people to give $100 each to. By the way, let me know in the comments if you think you have already guessed correctly, if you think you already know. So with that being said, let's have our newest clue here today.
This one's a good one. The best use for these items within the box are when a comet is passing by.
All right, one more time.
The best use for the items in this box is when a comet is passing by.
Wow. That is an interesting clue. So comment what you think is in this box down below. I will have one more clue for you today on our 3 p.m. video. And then on our 8 p.m. video, we will open the box and show you what is inside the box. And then all the clues will make sense if you know what is in the box. So stay tuned. Also, don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 250,000 subscribers. Help us reach our goal by clicking subscribe. It's completely free to do so. This way you also won't miss out on videos as much. If you want to make sure you see our videos, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button and click all notifications. This way you'll get a notification when we actually publish videos. And don't forget to like this video also, and you can click on this top video to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this bottom video is about if Joe Biden wore a wire in his last presidential debate. This video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. And I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.